All right, Bernard's out in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, and we're attempting to determine, in fact, if how the people there feel about the Yankees leaving, whether it, in fact, is safe or not. Are you there, Bernard?
I'm here, man. Here in the bustling boogie down South Bronx with my peeps, and we are going to find out what the deal is with this hood and why people want to move Yankee Stadium out of the South Bronx, and how the people who live here and work here feel about that. And I do happen to have a gentleman, if you don't mind, Imus. I don't mean to be, filibustering this here program, but can I ask this gentleman a few questions?
Absolutely, Bernard. I would point out that Bernard is out there in full Marine Corps camouflage gear. Why would you be wearing camouflage gear, Bernard? And Bernard has a baseball bat. Unfortunately, he didn't take his plunger with him.
Remember Mogadishu. That's all Anyway, we're down here, and we're here with my man. What's your name, yo?
Percy Cox.
What's up with you?
Oh, I'm fine.
I feel you, yo. Listen, what do you think about the feeling around this tri-state area that people don't want Yankee Stadium in the South Bronx?
Oh, I feel it's a great place. I feel the environment is nice, and we have a lot of fun here.
What island are you from?
St. Vincent.
Now, listen, have you ever been mugged in this neighborhood?
Never.
Have you ever mugged anybody? Now, do you think that it's unfair of George Steinbrenner to want the city to pay for the renovation of Yankee Stadium?
Well, I have no comments about that.
Why not?
Huh?
Are you a fugitive from justice or something?
Come on, Bernie.
Come on, man. What?
Different reasons.
Keep it real, yo. Come on. Tell me why.
Huh?
Tell me why.
Why I think the city should pay?
That's right.
Well, it's just because of the stadium is a part of the city.
Do you think it's fair that Marv Albert is being rehired to do broadcasting and O.J. Simpson is not?
I have no comment about that one.
You have a comment about anything?
Bernard, do you think we could get somebody from this continent even?
Not around here. But I'll try.
Bernard will be back in a minute. Bernard McGurk live in the Bronx. And, it's going to get better. So 7 minutes till the hour. The Yankees want to leave the Bronx, apparently. George Steinbrenner, Pennsylvania. Yankees wants to move the Yankees to Manhattan because it's not safe out there, he says. So we sent Bernard out there to find out, and Bernard is out there this morning in full Marine Corps camouflage gear. Because, what, it's a war zone, Bernie?
Yes, it's a rather rough hood here, man. We understand, by the way, that Bronx Borough President Fernando Ferrar is going to show up a little bit later. He's having trouble starting his car this morning. We have two gentlemen standing by. Sir, what's your name?
Wendell King.
Wendell, you live in the neighborhood?
No, I don't, but I do live in the Bronx, and I've worked in this neighborhood for over 25 years.
Do you attend Yankee games?
Yes, I do. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm not really a baseball fan, but I'm a basketball fan.
Do you think the Yankee Stadium should move from the Bronx?
No, I don't. I think it should stay right where it is.
Yeah.
It's a national landmark. It's something that's given to this community. It should stay here. It shouldn't be taken away.
That's what I'm saying. Do you ever see any of the players in this hood hanging out after hours, just partying, socializing?
Not really. That's up and down here. Sometimes they're friendly. Some are friendly, some are not. Sometimes you see them up under Jerome Avenue here, but usually they don't come back this way.
Let me ask you, what's your name, sir?
Miguel Rivera.
Hey, Miguel, where'd you park your rickshaw? Hey, Miguel, let me ask you this. How many games have you been to?
Me, this year, about 7 games.
What do you think of Jerry Seinfeld burning the Puerto Rican flag on TV?
Hey, that's the best thing.
You want to stab him, right?
Yeah, we're born in the Bronx with the Yankees,
Have you ever been mugged in this neighborhood?
No.
Have you ever mugged anybody?
No.
Okay, so you want the Yankees to stay?
Yeah, I want the Yankees staying over here because we're born over here. The Yankees born in the Bronx. I think they stay in the Bronx.
Where are you going on vacation this summer?
I think I go to the Yankee Stadium.
You going to hang chili?
Yeah, chilling because we're number 1.
Hey, do you think Don Imus is unfit to be a father?
No.
You don't know? I'll give him about $100 if he has any idea who I am. But I'm McGurk live in the Bronx with Wendell and apparently a Puerto Rican gentleman with an Oriental-looking hat on.
Yes, exactly.
Hence the rickshaw comment.
Right.
Hi, I'm Imus in the morning. We'll go back to Bernard later. This is WFAN in New York. It's time for the news. I mean, Bernard's going to wind up getting stabbed, isn't he?
Of course, he's not. Of course, he has a baseball bat.
That's what I like about Bernard. No fear, man. No fear. All right. Good morning, Chuck. It's coming up. Bubba Fatball the Wave's coming up. New wacky song parody here on the Imus in the Morning Zoo. And then a couple of bumpers from As Good as It Gets. And the Bill Clinton diaries, but now back out to the Bronx in this lame attempt of ours to try to stir up trouble with folks out there, determining whether, in fact, it's safe for people to go attend Yankee games. Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning, man. Yes, we are out here in the bustling boogie down South Bronx, right between the elevated train and in the backdrop we have the Bronx Supreme Court, and we are speaking to the natives of the area to see how they feel about everybody wanting to move Yankee Stadium out of the place. As a matter of fact, we've actually compiled a couple of consolation prizes, if you can swing over here, so people can go away. If you want to come down, we're giving away prizes.
What are those prizes, Bernard?
Those are 40 ounces in paper bags. He's been waiting a while. What's your name, sir?
Terrence Gowan.
Terrence, what do you think about people wanting to move the Yankee Stadium out of the Bronx?
I think they should keep the Yankees right here.
Why do you think they want to move it out? Do you think there's some racism involved?
Nah, probably more for monetary reasons.
How many games have you been to?
This year I've been to about 10.
Are you down with the East Coast or the West Coast rappers?
East Coast.
That's what I'm saying. You want to do a shout-out to any of your homeboys?
I want to shout out to everybody back around the way.
Keep it real, yo. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Here, take a consolation prize. Lady, you want one? Here, take one of those. All right. You know what I'm saying? Step up over
Bernard
there.
handing paper bags full of beer to these people in the Bronx. It's just idiotic.
Jamie?
Yes.
Yo, Jamie, what's up, man? What do you think about the moving Yankee Stadium out of the Bronx?
Well, I feel personally, born and raised in the Bronx, it would be an insult for them to leave the Bronx because it wouldn't be a tradition no more.
You live in the neighborhood?
Yes, all my life.
Have you ever been mugged?
Nah, not really.
Have you ever mugged anybody?
Nah.
Keep it real, yo. Come on now. Have you ever mugged anybody?
Nah, I've been still.
All right, I hear you. Now, listen, what do you think about Jerry Seinfeld burning the Puerto Rican flag?
Well, that's an insult. That's messed up.
You want to stab him, don't you?
Well, I'll snuff him up a couple of times if I see him.
I hear you humming, yo. Take the consolation prize. Code 45 a bud, yo. Hey, and you, sir?
Handing out brown bags of beer.
I feel that the Bronx Bombers should stay in the Bronx. That's where they belong.
You have a box cutter on you, yes or no?
No.
Jamie, thanks a lot, buddy. We also have standing by the Bronx Borough President. Here, take a consolation prize, my man. Yo, what's up? You entitled? And one more gentleman before the Bronx Borough President. What's your name, sir?
Soto.
I'm sorry?
Soto.
Soto, do you think they should legalize cockfighting in the Bronx?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, here, take a consolation prize and we'll get right to the Bronx Borough President.
Bernard McGurk in full Marine Corps gear out in the Bronx here now.
I'm safe so far, Mr. Farrar. Bronx Borough President Fernando Farrar here.
I was going to meet Bernie Williams.
No, Bernie McGurk here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to get different complexion, as I may say.
Wrong.
So listen, Mr. Borough President, do you ever sometimes feel like you're the mayor of Mogadishu?
No, and I don't need any beer in the morning, thanks.
Well, you can take one for later. That's no problem. We have plenty. But now, how do you feel about Steinbrenner and everybody wanting to take the stadium out of the Bronx?
Well, if they talk about crime, I mean, 94% of the crime here is ticket scalping. The only crime you see here is the price of the tickets.
Are you drunk? Is that what you're trying to say?
Have you bought a ticket?
No. In fact, here comes a jet now. No, of course I bought a ticket. I've been to plenty of Yankee games, but there's a lot of crime in this neighborhood.
No, there isn't much at all. In fact, it's the safest sports venue in New York City, and that's just a fact.
Well, that's interesting. Now, if the Yankees do leave Yankee Stadium, would you be in favor of, displaying cockfighting at Yankee Stadium?
No, not really. I don't think they're going anywhere. The West Side billion-dollar boondoggle just ain't going to happen. There is no secret offer from New Jersey. There's really only one house that Ruth built, and it's right here on the corner.
Hey, Bernard, you might want to remind the borough president the last time he appeared on this radio station in New York, Mad Dog called him Jose.
Called you Jose, remember that?
That's right. Imus, you made me famous for a year and a half over that.
I did. So what is the status of the stadium? Have you had any conversations with Steinbrenner about all of this?
The last conversation we had was about 7 years.
We're going to talk to George next week, I think, and I have a sort of a casual interest in all this. What do you think is the essence of wanting to leave the Bronx? Does it have to do with simply getting a new stadium and luxury boxes, or is he generally concerned about the area out there?
Well, listen, you're right, it's about the luxury suites, it's about corporate sponsorships, it's about licenses for the privilege to buy a seat. This new stadium they're proposing in Manhattan only has a capacity of 45,000. So this isn't about the fans, isn't about working fans. It's about a new stadium with a whole lot of corporate sponsorships. my view is you keep them here, you can get the luxury suites you need, do the things you need to do to get 3 million fans here, and then not hard, like build a Metro North stop, and finally give New York City school kids a break and buy some tickets and give them to them for good attendance and good grades. Well, then you got a winning team and a winning relationship with New York.
Do you think there's racism involved in any of this?
Well, look, I mean, he doesn't even like some of his own players, and they're millionaires.
Do you hate Jerry Seinfeld?
Not especially.
Well, thank you very much, Bronx Borough President Fernando Ferrar. Colt 45 or Budweiser?
No, Bernard, you can't get a borough president a bag of beer. Honest to God, it's 25 after the hour here.
Good crowd in the Bronx yesterday, where there's still talk the Yankees may move out of the Bronx, a topic that was recently discussed on WFAN in New York with host Mad Dog Russo and Bronx Borough President Fernando Ferrar.
You've got fabulous talent there that can be promoted in the African American and Latino communities. You want to get people in that stadium? Promote them.
Well, the team has, or the players. I mean, I read those comments today, Jose. You made, Fernando. You made it sound like I'm sorry,
Chico. Whatever your name is.
Gee, if your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
That's what sports radio is.
Hey, Chico.
Roberto.
Imus in the morning. Sports Radio 66 WFAN.
Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning, I-Man. We're out here at 161st Street, as you said, with the Bronx Supreme Court in the background, the elevated train over here, a hot, humid summer morning, Imus, and we're trying to find out if the people, the natives of the area, feel that there's some sort of racism maybe involved in people wanting to take Yankee Stadium out of the Bronx. What is wrong with this area? The borough president says crime is down. Why are people calling for Yankee Stadium to leave? Sir, can I speak to you for a second? You kids want to have a word on TV? Come here. Come here, yo. How old are you?
14.
What's your name?
Glenn Brown.
Did you ever get mugged around here?
Nope.
Have you ever mugged anybody?
Nope.
Now listen, what do you think about them taking Yankee Stadium out of the place?
I wish they stayed right here in the Bronx.
Why?
Because they're our Yankees.
Do any players live around this neighborhood?
I don't know. I don't care. As long as they stay right here.
How many games have you been to this year?
Like, mostly all of them except like 3.
You think Tawana Brawley was raped?
What?
You think Tawana Brawley was raped?
I don't know.
I hear you. Okay, thanks, buddy. Get to school. Come on, we're going to go inside this business to see if they've ever seen, say, Mariah Carey or Derek Jeter or anybody come in and eat. And can we follow me right here? Hi, we're in El Duque's restaurant. Hey, come here. Can I ask you a question, sir? How does did you ever see Paul O'Neill or Derek Jeter or Mariah Carey have lunch in this shop? Did they come in after a game or before a game?
I don't think so.
How does the business? How's business affected when there's a game? Do you get a lot more business, or is it?
Yeah, so you get a lot of movies in it.
You do, so if they close down, you would suffer a lot.
I guess especially in the summer, yes.
In the summertime, you would, yes, but in the wintertime, it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't make no difference.
Have you ever been robbed?
I don't think so.
You've never been stuck up here?
No.
How long have you been here? 2 days?
15 years.
15 years. Maybe the borough president knew what he was talking about. So you've never seen Mariah Carey?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's too bad. Any souvlaki's in the house here? I'm hungry. Here, let's look. Talk to this lady right here. Come here. What's your name, man?
Diana.
Diana, how you doing, baby?
Okay.
What's up with you, man? Who would you rather get jiggy with? Tino Martinez or El Duque?
None of them.
Come on, baby. Look at you, man.
Listen, why do they want to close down the Yankee Stadium?
That's what I'm saying.
They should just leave it where it's at all these years. It's been there. Why they should close it down?
This is a safe neighborhood, right?
Yes, it is. Good money, good business, good people.
You think there's some sort of racism involved, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
You don't? Not at all? What do you think it is, then?
I don't know what it is.
Well, would you like a consolation prize?
Bernard trying to handle a very attractive woman in this restaurant that's been there for 15 years in the Bronx and never been stuck up, which is fairly amazing. Bernard McGurk live in the Bronx. We'll be back to him later. Thanks, Bernard. He says, God almighty. What's wrong with you? Well, we're out of time, Bernard.
What's wrong with you? I'm trying to get the lady liquored up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Imus in the morning.
Bernie out in the Bronx still? Must be, yeah. Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning, I-Man. We're out here. We were just speaking to a couple of prisoners on the bus over there to see how they felt about the the Yankee Stadium, possibly leaving the Bronx, but they were unable to stay. They had to go to court, man. Yes, we're down here in the South Bronx, and we're right in front of the Yankee Tavern here, which is a popular sports bar in the area. And in order, perhaps, to entice the I-Man, they sell some bread hot dogs over here. And they do sell beer, but so far I haven't been stabbed, and we're all alive. We're all well. We don't have anybody. Oh, here's a gentleman coming up, a fine citizen. Sir, can I talk to you? How do you feel about Yankee Stadium leaving the Bronx?
I don't like it at all. I think it should stay here. It's a monument to baseball, and it belongs here in the Bronx.
How many games have you been to this year?
About 15.
Given the violence in the area, do you think it was a good idea to have a bat day at Yankee Stadium?
Bat day?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that there was violence in the...
You have never been mugged in this neighborhood?
No, I live in this neighborhood.
Has anybody ever been mugged in this hood? Where's all the crime?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm talking all... Have you ever mugged anybody?
No.
I think I must... I don't know what...
I'm a baseball fan, Yankee fan. I don't mug people.
What part of Ireland are you from?
Ireland? No, I'm not Irish. I'm Puerto Rican.
Thank you very much, sir. Can I offer you a bottle of Colt 45?
Too early in the morning.
Too early? Okay, brother. You come back later. I'll be here.
Bernard McGurk at 161st Street and River Avenue. Good morning, Mr. McGurk.
Yo, what up, man? We're standing here in the sweltering South Bronx at 161st Street and Girard Avenue, and we're speaking to some of the folks in the neighborhood and see how they feel about Yankee Stadium.
I would point out Bernard is out there in full Marine Corps camouflage gear, including the floppy hat, standing in front of a fried chicken sign.
Fried chicken sign, and across the street we have Cucci Frito's restaurant. It's a cornucopia of ethnicity here. Is that pretty good?
I like that.
Come here, Anna. We have Anna here. Anna, wait, your name is what?
Anna.
Anna, how long have you lived in this neighborhood?
25 years.
And how do you feel about George Steinbrenner moving the stadium out of the Bronx?
I'm not too proud about it. I think they should keep it, because that represents the Bronx, the Yankees. Every borough has its landmark to represent. When you come around, you think about the Bronx, you think of the Yankee Stadium. You go to Queens, it's Shea Stadium. And I believe they should keep the Yankee Stadium here.
Keep them here. Have you ever sat in one of the luxury boxes?
Yes.
You have, really?
Yes, and I think it's a great game, and I think they're a great team, and I hope and I pray, and I hope everybody makes a petition. Now, the Yankees here.
A petition would be excellent. Now, Anna here, have you ever been mugged in this neighborhood or robbed?
Yes, a few years ago, but they're bringing it up here with the cops and that. They're bringing the neighborhood.
You think it's getting better?
Yes.
You think the economy is good in this neighborhood?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
Me, I do home attendant and secretarial work.
I see you wearing earrings that say Puerto Rico on them. Yes. Do you hate Jerry Seinfeld?
Jerry Seinfeld?
For burning the Puerto Rican flag?
Yes.
Have you ever saw a cockfight?
No, on TV.
Anna, thank you very much. Yeah, we have a gift for you. Thanks. Take it home. So
Bernard passing out 40-ounce bottles of beer, paper bags.
We have, Vernon?
Yeah, my name is Vernon.
You live in the neighborhood, Vernon?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever seen what's his name, a Rabu? Have you ever seen him around here taking pictures?
I don't think so.
So how do you feel about the Yankee Stadium leaving the Bronx?
I think they should keep it right where it is. If they want to, they could take some of the money and fix up the ballpark itself if they feel the need be, and take the rest of the money and revitalize this neighborhood right here.
I hear you. Now, how come you think none of the players live in this neighborhood?
How come I think none of the players? Well, because obviously they got homes elsewhere. I hope it's not because they think the neighborhood is bad. I hope maybe one or two of the players may live in this neighborhood.
What are you doing for vacation this year? The Hamptons, Fire Island?
I wish. Now I'm just going to be here in New York and be a good citizen and support my neighborhood the best way I can.
Vernon, can I give you a consolation prize?
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Enjoy it, man. Stay black. You know what I'm saying? Peace out.
Wouldn't have much choice, would he, Bernard?
What's that, boss?
I said he wouldn't have much choice, would he?
No.
You talk about the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees.
Well, I'm going to talk for the whole community.
You think they should...
I live in the neighborhood. I live in Grand Concourse 800, Grand Concourse 58. And believe me, every day, when I'm walking around, people are talking about the Yankees.
You ever get stabbed?
Let's go to...
Never. This is a nice neighborhood, poor neighborhood, but it's very nice neighborhood.
Hey, do you think Don Imus is an unfit father?
I had nothing wrong around here. Yeah. So I don't know why they want to move these away.
I'll give you $1 million if he knows who I am.
Another Imus supporter here at the...
Bernard McGurk live in the Bronx.
Wesley.
How do you feel about Yankee Stadium leaving the Bronx?
No, I didn't sign a lot of papers.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You want to kill George Steinbrenner?
No.
No? You think the stadium helps the neighborhood?
Well, in a way he don't. Okay.
How are you hot for the Iron?
Big fun.
Never mind. Thank you very much, ma'am. I don't have anything, but appreciate it. We have a lawyer standing here. Actually, we actually have a white person here in the hood, and he says it's what kind of a neighborhood is it?
I think it's a great neighborhood. People care about it. They support the Yankees, and I think they care about the Yankees staying here.
This man actually is an Imus Ranch wrangler.
That's right. I'm waiting to hear whose acre I'm going to be wrangling for.
Have you ever been mugged out here?
Nope, never. 17 years.
What kind of lawyer are you?
I'm in the DA's office, a prosecutor.
A prosecutor. And so nobody, as far as you're concerned and everybody around here, there's no crime. Is that what we're getting from these people?
No, I'm sure there's some crime here, but people are working to make it a good place.
A lot of nice black booty out here, young man.
Bernard.
No.
It's beautiful.
Observation.
Well, apparently, the conclusion that we're to draw from this is that this is a great neighborhood. We're a bustling metropolis here, and there's no reason for the stadium to leave. It must boil down to one thing. Racism.
Bernard, a great job. Thank you very much. Bernard McGurk live in the Bronx. It's a minute till the top of the hour. Bernard McGurk in full camouflage, Marine Corps camouflage gear, out at 161st and River Avenue in the Bronx. And
the only logical conclusion.
And the conclusion to be drawn from all this is that it all has to do with money.
Yeah.
And there are more people mugged probably on Fifth Avenue than there are in